and established protocol. It is with great pride and honor that I welcome you all to Accra for the launch of the 50th anniversary celebration of the Economic Community of West African States. Today is not just a celebration, it is a solemn moment of reflection on our collective journey and an invitation to renew our commitment to the principles that have bound us together for half a century in unity, peace, regional integration, and above all, diplomacy as our guiding compass. Your Excellency, Ecowas was born out of a spirit of bold diplomatic engagement in 1975. Our founding fathers, faced with fragmented economies and fragile political landscapes, chose the path of cooperation over competition and rivalry. Their vision was clear. It was one to pursue our development not as isolated nations, but as a united community. Since then, ECOWAS has grown to become a key diplomatic and political force in Africa. Through consistent engagement, dialogue, and mediation, our community has earned a reputation as a trusted arbiter in conflict prevention and resolution. Whether it has been in restoring peace in Liberia and Sierra Leone, in guiding the Gambia through a difficult political transition, or preventing electoral crisis in Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, ECOWAS has proven that African solutions through African diplomacy can and do work. We must not take this legacy lightly. It is one we must protect. It is one we must deepen and refine in the face of new and emerging challenges. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today our region is faced with a complex array of threats: violent extremism, growing insecurity in the Sahel, political instability, economic disparities, and climate vulnerabilities. In moments like these, diplomacy and solidarity must remain our first and strongest line of defense. The recent decision by Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger to withdraw from ECOWAS is a regrettable development. Yet, even in this, continuous engagement must remain our lodestar. We must respond not with isolation or recrimination, but with understanding, dialogue, and a willingness to listen and to engage. Since assuming office as president, I've prioritized diplomatic re-engagement with our Sahelian neighbors. Ghana has appointed a special envoy to initiate high-level conversations with the Alliance of Sahel States. I've personally led missions to foster trust, rebuild communication channels, and affirm our shared aspirations. These efforts reflect our belief that we have a shared destiny as a sub-region, and that unity, however difficult, remains the best path to shared prosperity and regional stability. Ghana stands ready to serve as the bridge to help re-knit the fabric of West African unity. We believe that through sustained dialogue, patient diplomacy, and principled negotiation, we can restore cohesion and rebuild trust in our community. This period, ladies and gentlemen, calls for even greater solidarity and understanding for the difficult challenges that confront our brothers in the Sahelian states. Diplomacy is not only about resolving disputes, it's about creating the conditions for peace, for inclusion and progress. It is about fostering mutual respect and advancing our common interests. In this regard, our commitment to integration through diplomacy must extend to economic, social, and cultural dimensions, whether we are harmonizing trade negotiations, whether we are facilitating free movement of our people, or championing education and health cooperation. Our diplomatic instruments must always work in the service of our people. We must empower ECOWAS institutions to act swiftly, credibly, and transparently. Our citizens must feel that ECOWAS is not some distant bureaucracy, but a living community that understands their struggles and champions their hopes. And let us never forget the power of soft diplomacy, our shared languages, our music, our literature, and youth culture. These are powerful tools that bind us together more deeply than any treaty can. And I wish to commend the young people who gave that wonderful performance here. Distinguished guests, let this 50th anniversary be a turning point for diplomacy in West Africa. Let us invest more in early warning systems, mediation capacities, and youth and women as peace builders. Let us position our sub-region, Ecowas, not only as a political and economic bloc, but as a diplomatic anchor for the continent, a model of integration, dialogue, and peaceful coexistence. To mark this moment and strengthen regional bonds, Ghana is offering 1,000 scholarships to tertiary students from across the Ecowas sub-region to study in our universities. This is not just a gesture, it is an act of solidarity. It is a bridge to a future where our young people will grow up seeing each other not as foreigners, but as partners. Excellencies, as we look to the next 50 years, let unity and solidarity lead us. Let that be our guide on how we respond to insecurity, how we manage our diversity, and how we build our prosperity together. ECOWAS must remain a forum for listening. It must be a space for healing, a home for visionary African-led solidarity and diplomacy. Ghana reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the ECOWAS vision and to the values of dialogue, peace, and partnership that sustain it. Long live ECOWAS, long live West African solidarity, and I thank you for your kind attention. May I now invite the President of Liberia, the Prime Minister of Togo, the Vice President of Gambia, special envoys of heads of state, representatives of heads of state present, the former President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the ECOWAS Commission President to join us in the unveiling of the logo for the ECOWAS 50th anniversary celebration. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. And as our VIPs are getting on stage, may I now please invite Her Excellency Mrs. Damtian Chichimdipija, who will describe the 50th anniversary logo and the theme. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the Vice President of the ECOWAS Commission, Damtian Chichimdipija.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to stand on existing protocols in order to address you today. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity in order to thank the young women and men who have just presented us with a beautiful performance, a performance that represents us as community citizens. I am truly honored today to briefly present to you the logo of the ECOWAS at 50 and the theme of our Golden Jubilee. The radiating lines emanating from the central emblem evokes a sense of celebration, achievement, and the widespread impact of ECOWAS across the region. They represent rays of progress, unity, spreading outwards, or simply celebratory bursts. The use of gold or warm yellow color often symbolizes a golden anniversary, an achievement, and a prestige. It adds a celebratory and festive feel. The circle itself represents unity, completeness, and the continuous nature of growth within the ECOWAS bloc. The ECOWAS at 50 logo is designed to show not only achievements, but continuity and forward momentum within our community. The logo blends the existing Ecowas identity with celebratory elements to mark the significant 50-year milestone, our Golden Jubilee. The theme of the celebration is Stronger Together for a Brighter Future. The theme highlights the power of unity, regional cooperation, and shared commitment among ECOWAS member states as the foundation for building a prosperous, peaceful, and sustainable future for the people of West Africa. It also reflects the belief that working together allows the region to face challenges more effectively and achieve greater progress than any country could do on its own. The theme is both a reminder that regional unity is not just a political ideal, it is a practical necessity for building a peaceful, prosperous, and inclusive West Africa. The 50th anniversary is not just a slogan, it is a vision, a promise, a commitment. It reminds us that despite our linguistic, cultural, and historical differences, West African countries continue to share a common identity. And as long as we stand together in unity and solidarity, we will be able to shape a brighter future for present and future generations to come. I thank you for your kind attention. Muito obrigado. Je vous remercie de votre aimable attention.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. The 50th anniversary in all its glory. Applause for ECOWAS at 50. And now, I would like to ask our heads of state and our special guests to remain on stage while I invite the ministers here present who are representing their various presidents. Please join us on stage for a family photo. All the ministers here duly representing their presidents, the presidents of the member states, please join us on stage as we take our family photo. Photographers, please. Please join them. Please join them. Sorry. Security. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause as we're celebrating ECOWAS at 50. Looking forward to a series of events.